community. By the community. Equipped with drip, transfusion to the head. Birdies flying high, feel like Bosco Eddie. Exclusively inclusive, get it right, get it tight. Irons at work while my driver pit right. It's alright, it's all good.
What up, man? And welcome to the Community Pod, the podcast that is for the community, by the community. It is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. It's the 8th. And guys, we have a great show. Masters edition. I think it's the 80th Masters. And excited. Let's take care of some business first. AK, Mr. Equip Drip himself, feeling under the weather. And trust me, he's under the weather. But Papa, get better. Thoughts and prayers to AK, temperature, seeing triple. And we told him to stay on the stay on the sidelines, get better. And he was over in Augusta on Monday. So if he spread it over there, watch the whole field go to shit. So we'll see how that turns out. But I want to thank our sponsors real quick. Titan Energy Cookies, man. Sent your boy an influencer box over here. Guys, 200 milligrams of caffeine. You know what to do, man. Stop eating those glizzies. You have an early morning fucking tea time. Pop one of those bad boys and a coffee, and you're ready to go, man. But introductions. We have Don Dada, a.k.a. Donnie Drano, a.k.a. Donnie Tsunami in the house. On the course, watching his daughter live in action. What up, Donnie Drano? What up, man?
What up, everybody? We're out here at Langdon Farms, just outside of Portland, Oregon. And my daughter had her lowest front nine. Numbers going to keep that under wrap, but lowest front nine of the year. And things are looking good. Happy to see everybody. Wishing AK to get well soon. Look at it out here. The sun's blowing out the camera. It's so bright.
Dude, it is gorgeous. It looks like Bandon Dunes, man. Unbelievable.
Langdon Farms. Check it out. It's top tier, people.
Yeah. Imagine that, just living in Portland, where every front yard looks like, fucking St. Andrews. We have Rafa the Guru in the house. What up, man?
What up?
How you doing, Papa?
Good.
How's Country Club Live treating you, man?
It's nice to play golf.
It is nice. Rafa, if you don't know already, Rafa joined a country club, and he actually will probably save money. It's one of those weird occasions where Rafa plays golf 6 to 7 times a week, and he's going to save money by joining this club. Am I right or am I wrong, Rafa?
No, you're right.
Yeah, pinky's up, man. Pinky's up. No. I got invited. It is gorgeous. The course is tough. The food is great. And the vibes are awesome over there at Valencia. And I can't wait to go back, man. I don't know if have you met the quota of Hispanic people? Do we have to sneak in with some leaf blowers, or like what's going on, man? We good?
No, I'm allowed one Hispanic guest per week. So we're good.
Can I change my name to Eddie Santiaglione and be Italian or something?
Yeah, we gotta change it up. We got
to change it up, man. But how'd you shoot today, man? Everything good?
Terrible. 94. Terrible.
I want to say, hey, I think we might have just hit a new personal best on potential racism jokes. I think we're in under 6 minutes there. So,
love it.
Personal best. Shout out to you too.
Yeah,
Appreciate
brother. We continue to strive to hit new levels of racism. I like to say I hate everyone equally. So that being said, we love everybody, man.
Like a great line in Kenny Powers, I love racism.
I love it, man. I love it. Shout out to Rafa for selling me his 9-wood. That thing is magic, man. It's effing magic. And I don't know how the new one did for you, but you left all the magic left in that QI4D 9 wood. I let Shanae hit it. She's freaking hitting it 170. It's wild. It's a cheater. It's a cheat code.
I just don't like the shaft that it comes with, and if you order it from TaylorMade, you can't even get a better. It's like I'm not a fan of the shaft, so I had to go back to Titleist.
Giggity.
Full Diddy.
Giggity.
Full Diddy.
Full Diddy. Doesn't like the shaft.
You know how Rafa works.
We have Eddie Money, executive producer in the house. What up, man?
What's up?
How you doing, Papa?
Big chillin', big chillin'. Got a hockey game tomorrow.
Oh, Kings or Ducks?
Ducks.
Oh,
Yeah.
that fucking arena is so trash. The Ducks are playing great, though, by the way. Carlson, the young kid, he's phenomenal. That's for the other podcast. But the Ducks can put up, they put pucks in the net, for sure.
Pucks in the net, man. You got to love it. Two nobodies. Stay tuned for two nobodies, man. That ain't dead, everybody. We're coming back.
Waiting. I'm still staying tuned, motherfuckers.
I know. I know. We have the NFL draft coming up. But if you guys know how we do, every week, our first segment is Get a Grip. This is for the community, guys. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. The more you guys insert yourselves, full Diddy, the more you guys interact with the show, the more fun we have. So here's your chance to get something that's bothering you. It's called Get a Grip. Sponsorship coming soon. It's already in the works, but this company is really busy. Everyone's really busy during Masters Week. So, but for right now, it's open, still negotiations. Someone could come and steal it away from this company. But Get a Grip. If you have a gripe, if you want to give flowers, you don't want to talk about something in your golf game or something that's bothering you, now is your chance. Who wants to kick off Get a Grip?
I'll go.
All right, Rafa.
People to me, the breakfast ball thing is the dumbest shit. Like it really is. Like maybe, and I can't because I don't do it, and I've gotten there and not hit like even one ball. But the other day watching a guy, he literally is talking about he was on the range, and then first ball hits it out, and he just walks off the tee box, goes breakfast, bro, breakfast what? It's like fucking 11:40. Like what the fuck? And you were just talking about you were on the range for 30 minutes. Yeah,
Papa. That's a stamp of approval. That's why you got to get the 13 under TA 25. You know, where I go play, the range is so far. We never go to the range, and it's always my best tee shot. It's always my best tee shot on one because I bust out that TA 25, man, and it's awesome. Yes. Oh, you want to say hi really quick?
Special guest.
Special guest, Micah. Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi. Future golfer right here. No breakfast balls for you, okay? Okay, go tell grandma. Go get grandma. Close the door. Unbelievable.
His dad might like balls for breakfast.
His dad does like balls.
I think that's actually confirmed.
Shout out to Michael Brown, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, stamp of approval. No breckies. No breckies if you've been on the range. If you're coming in cold, I will allow one.
I don't ever take one, so you should never take one.
I would never take one with you, Rob, because I know you are the scoring Nazi of all scoring Nazis. And
so hey, I would like to interject. This isn't necessarily breakfast ball, but so here's the deal. I used to call this thing. It was called if you didn't warm up, like if you didn't warm up at all, you call it an auto par. So you could shoot a 7 or an 8 or a 9 on the first hole. Just write down par, auto par, because you're just warming up on the first hole. But if you declare auto par and you birdie the hole or better, you still have to write down par.
See, that's way too fucking generous.
Yeah,
because it should be like, you know what it should be? It should be an
bogey.
auto double bogey. An auto double bogey.
I'm a bogey. I'm a bogey scorer. So
no. Listen, to
I
me,
could do that on my own. I need a little help.
It should be an auto double bogey. But I don't know about an auto par. Like what are we auto parring on the first hole?
This is at Merriweather, aka Merkenweather, where it's a straight ahead par 4. Like, come on, guys. So anyway, let me just give you a little live update. We just went pepperoni and cheese for my daughter. She just absolutely smashed one down the fairway. It's a par 5. We got water on the right. I don't know if she knows what she's doing. Check out this guy's right here. Come get on the podcast, dude. Right here.
But hey,
This guy.
let's
We're
go.
doing
Hey.
community golf. It's our
Yeah.
podcast.
Hey, Longhorns,
Yeah.
baby, Austin, Texas. Austin,
Bro, are you
Texas
guys?
in the
You guys
house.
fuck, is that a team color or what? You guys are both wearing orange.
I'm wearing orange because my team wears orange. He's a Longhorns fan, and it's
It
supposed to
works.
be their school color.
It
Well,
worked.
Little teaser. We
How
have
cute.
someone. We have someone from Austin coming up. pretty
Classic
soon.
ball advancement, and the ball stays dry. That's
Yeah.
a win. That's a
It's
win, right, brother?
My favorite type of pizza.
Dad's
Pepperoni
out here.
and
This guy's
cheese.
keeping me from getting in a fight, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Hey, share
You-
smiles.
You want my get a grip, bro? It's the group behind us hitting balls into us, like while we're looking for a ball. Anyway, get a
Wow.
grip. Hey,
Okay.
hey, adults,
Yeah.
don't let the kids can't call their coaches. They can't be on their phones. We can't interact as a coach or as a parent. Can't coach at all. So these kids are
Well-
out on an island, and my daughter lost her ball. Well, we actually found it, but then she had went back to go hit it as these girls are hitting balls into her as she's going back to the tee box.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, I guess there's no coach over here, but there's 6 adults. Someone should have been like,
Well, Donnie, do me a favor. If you do get in a fight, can you please record it?
yeah,
I mean,
no, I got my guy over here.
Okay.
We have a plan.
don't have him stop it. Just record it. That'd go viral. We need to go viral. We need more followers.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, hey, I'm
Good
gonna
job.
watch this. I'm gonna watch this last hole, and I'm gonna pop back in with you guys. So love
Beautiful.
y'all. Check y'all in a little bit. Love y'all. Peace.
Love you, man. I'm gonna go get a grip. This happened twice this last week, where hole number 1 or 2, I'm driving toward the fairway and I see a badass head cover checkered, and I pull up and it's a Devereaux head cover, and I know it's a little pricey. I'm like, this dude plays golf, Devereaux head cover. I put it in my bag. After the round, head right to the bar. I see a badass golf bag with some Devereaux head covers, and I didn't want to turn it in because I know how that shit works when you turn it in. There's always a dude in the shop who has the baddest clubs and 100 rangefinders. So I went around and asked everybody. Sure enough, dude almost was in tears, bought me a drink. He's like, dude, thank you so much. I said, listen, I saw this Devereaux. I knew this was a golfer. So thankful. The following day, found a Malvin head cover, gave it back, didn't buy me a drink, but still very thankful. And the last couple of times, my wife has left a shitty Top Flight wedge, women graphite, and no one's returning a 9 iron and a shitty wedge. It's like, you're keeping that shit? Guys, if you find a club on the side of the green, if you find something, turn it in, man. Listen, you're responsible. But it's a thing. People will buy you a drink. People will be very thankful, and it's the karma, right? It's the karma of finding something, giving it back to the owner, and you might not get paid off right away, but trust me, when you leave your Scotty or your Lab, someone's gonna. Well, I don't know if you leave one of the Scotty or a Lab, but return it to its rightful owners, man. All right. What do you think about that, Rafa?
I like it, but don't leave. Who leaves a fucking putter?
Yeah, it's happened.
One
It's
time.
happened.
One
Well,
time.
listen, if you're chipping and you hole out from 40 and you're jumping up and down, you're celebrating. That's how you leave your putter. Not that I've ever done it. I've never chipped in from 40.
You
so
remember those guys? You remember those guys?
Yes.
Hey, did you guys see a putter? And they
Yeah,
didn't
we're
look like they chipped anything in. Okay. So
yeah, good point. Good point. But that is, if anyone else has get a grip, man, now's your choice. Eddie Money, you want to complain about deadlifting or something?
No, it's knowing Rafa is gonna go bad.
hey,
Too much
fire
chalk in
away,
the box.
buddy. Don't be shy.
Yeah, come on, man.
Open
No,
up.
I just I like had my first heavy lift. That's my competition, and like all of my legs are sore, but my like the bottom of my ass is just so sore from RDLs.
You already know, bro. Listen, dude.
Hey,
This
Rafa.
kid is not even deadlifting anymore, Eddie. When your ass is
Rafa.
sore, son, yeah.
You teed that shit up, Papa. You teed that shit up.
I know.
It's all right, man. I'm gonna let it slide. But you gotta take out when you're heavy lifting. You gotta remove the butt plug. I think you'll be fine.
No, it keeps the tension. It's
All
good
right, all right. You're clinching
Actually-
those ass cheeks too tight, man. Loosen
Actually-
them up.
I have a question. When you guys are on the golf course, you guys always putting on sunscreen? Because I went to go watch a game on a field the other day. Wasn't golf, but I sat in the sun for like 2 hours and got one of the worst sunburns ever. I didn't put on sunscreen.
Well, I'll tell you, my beautiful wife always would talk shit to me and say, "Look at your face; it's so burnt." Da 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 da. So she bought me some shit, and now I put it on every morning, even if I'm playing golf or not. I'm always playing golf, so I put it on every morning, no matter what. It's literally like right next to my fucking deodorant, like deodorant and the shit right on.
Yeah,
Gotta do it, no matter what.
Thank God Merkin's not on. Merkin doesn't believe in sunscreen. He will
Uh-huh.
fry. He says your body has everything it needs. And he has a crazy theory on that.
Yeah, he figured that out at the edge of the earth.
Yes.
True.
Like right at the very edge.
That's where he
almost
found the
fell
answers
off.
to all the problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then real quick, let me just catch up on
Yeah.
chat. Jay Chor is actually the first person in here. He said, "Let's fucking go." We got the dudes Kelly in here, Live a Dream Melrose,
Kelly Stickmeister.
Tans as Autoglass.
Yeah, Isaac, my boy from San Antonio, man.
Frankie Bang said best butcher shop coming for that sponsor spot.
Woo!
Lee 18 per fun said what's up.
What up, man?
And AK said when you guys were talking about breakfast balls, he said 2 off the first, but you have to play the second if you hit it.
No, AK. Do not
Hey,
fuck AK. Listen,
what?
you pull that bullshit. You pull that bullshit on me on Tuesday. I don't give a shit that you just got off the plane, motherfucker. Go run a lap.
Bro, you can't go to
We're playing
Panther
for
National.
dollars on Tuesday, AK.
You can't go to Panther National. Well, it won't be allowed and talk about breakfast balls, man. You can't. I'm shocked, AK. I'm shocked. AK.
And then Scarface Golf, I think when you guys are talking about like returning stuff, he said, I usually give the person a drink or a 20 bill to go buy a drink, or I
There
smoke
you-
a blunt with them.
That's
All
the way to
works.
do it, man. That's the way to karma.
100%.
Yeah, everything is a circle, man.
It's a
Thanks, Dave.
circle.
Yeah, everything is a circle.
Uh,
Jay Choi's the man. Everyone.
Autoglass also asked, we can get into it later if you guys want. But he asked, who do you think is going to win the Masters?
Oh, we getting into that, man. We were gonna do a snake draft, but we'll just give our top 3. AK might have got everyone sick for all we know in Augusta, so it could be all up in the air. But we'll see how that works out.
He also just said, what's good, fellas? Take some shots of that good tequila for me.
Oh yeah, man. He knows. Speaking of Isaac, in a certain another city in Texas, we have a very special guest, a Buckets OG member. This dude is a content creator. This dude is a stick. But more importantly, Neighborhood Golf is exactly what it says in his name. He is a dude about the community. We wanted to put this guy on because he always shows us love. And I can tell, Isaac, by the love that community has got today, that people have your back. The response has been great already. And you can just tell right away that people love you and they respect you and they're here to support you. And let's give a big hand to Neighborhood Golf, Isaac and Austin. What up, man? What up, man?
What's good?
How you doing, Papa? How's life?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Thanks for having me on, guys. I appreciate it. I know it's a little last minute and stuff like that, but represent.
Shout out to students, man. Only A+ students.
Yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all having me on. I've never done a podcast before, so I might say some wild shit, but it feels like I'm in the right.
Not on this.
Feels like I'm in the
podcast.
right
That's not
environment,
allowed.
So
Listen,
I'm ready for
the whole reason Rafa and I started a sports podcast is because we were tired of the boring opinions just saying all the right shit. We say whatever the fuck we want, when the fuck we want. And that's what we do. That's what the community is about. Everyone has different opinions. We respect everyone's opinion, but this is the place to share your opinion. So Isaac, you're in the right podcast. Talk your shit, man. So don't hold back. Don't hold back. Cheers to you. If you want to spark one. Do what you got to do. Rafa has the biggest blunt of all time. No, Rafa doesn't smoke. That's just a cigar.
I've never smoked weed.
You've never smoked weed in your life?
Brother, in my life. And people would tell me, like, dude, you know how funny you'd be if you smoke weed?
When people say that to me, man, it always blows my mind because it's like either you're fucking lying or it's like you just have the strongest willpower of all. Because it's like, I don't know, because people usually, even my mom, like the angel walk a straight line, probably never had a speeding ticket in her life. She's even tried weed before, but usually the answer is like, I tried it and I didn't like it.
No, I've never smoked weed ever. Like my body's a temple, a big fat temple.
The Buddha.
You drink alcohol?
Yeah, I drink alcohol. Not at a ridiculous
Get the fuck
rate.
out of here with my body's a temple then. You gotta be fucking kidding.
Listen, Isaac,
you drink 10 drinks and I'll smoke 10 joints, and I guarantee you my temple will be working better than your temple.
Oh, 100%. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
100%.
He
I don't know if I can drink 10 drinks though, to be honest with you. Yeah. Not as
Speaking of a side note, really quickly, I went to Waste Management in February, I think it was, and I'm not a big drinker. I do partake in a little bit in the other stuff, but dude, they gave you when you're on the 16th suite in like the Part 3 area, 10 drinks, bro, 10 free drinks from that wristband, and you wonder why these motherfuckers are flipping and flopping and sliding down hills and. Bro,
and it's just beer, right?
And that's alcohol drinks. They give you free Cokes and free Sprites, like the bottles and stuff up there for free. My I don't want to say ghetto, but my ass was like asking the waiter people, like, before I go take that Coke really quickly, am I allowed to do that? I don't want to get out of here, bro. Like, I'm new to this.
Yeah.
You know? And it was crazy though. 10 drinks on a wristband.
Nothing wrong with asking questions, dude.
Would you go back? How describe it? I mean, let's get into it. Would you go back to Waste Management? I feel like it's a bucket list thing. I think I have bad reviews and good reviews.
So I might have
got a review.
Go ahead. Oh, so I think my thing is I might have gotten spoiled. Shout out the homies at Devereaux. They hooked you up with the Sweet 16 up there in the box, watching all the pretty much the place where you want to be when you go to Waste Management.
Hell yeah.
Only thing is, dude, apparently those tickets are fucking expensive, thousands of dollars or some shit like that. So I think going and experience the Waste Management on the 16th suite, watching all these crazy ass players do their thing, because everybody goes to the Waste Management. I don't want to go anywhere else. Like, I don't want to go to a golf course and be quiet, bro. Like, I don't want to go walk. I might be sounding bougie, but I don't want to go walk with the players, essentially. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, I love golf. I'm not a huge sports guy. Like, I watch playoff stuff, like, just like, you know, they don't got 78 more games to play in order for them to be see if they're gonna beat the playoffs or something. But I will watch the NHL playoffs, dude. I'll watch basketball. I'll watch the baseball. Like, I'll watch that stuff. But walking around and going seeing the golfers and stuff, when I'm there and doing it, it probably would be cool. But like I said, being on the tee boxes in the suite on 16, like I only, if there's one golf PGA event that they told me you could go to a year, that would be the only one that I would choose over and over and over.
No, that's an interesting answer. Don, who doesn't drink, obviously has his, it's a bucket list thing. We looked into getting a suite, Isaac. I think it's like 25 to 30 grand. I think it's like 16 people. It's a pretty penny. So shout out to Devereaux. Shout out to Devereaux.
Gino and Boudreaux.
I
Yeah.
got a little
They
bag
really
coming.
honestly, how that even came about was just talking with one of the homies from there, and he was like, "Come to the pre-party, meet us, chop it up, and we'll give you your ticket." And that ended up happening. And that's like the other thing about Waste Management was that the fact that like it's not just the tournament, bro. Like we didn't go to bed till like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning every night, you know. So
Yeah.
there and doing that, and obviously you get to meet a lot of the creators. I'm not a big walk up to people and like take pictures or like, hey, I see you on YouTube or that, but it was cool being like rubbing shoulders with like Fat Perez and like seeing people like the Black Rain. I saw Joe Hooks. He's not really a creator, but he's a professional golfer. Just being that close in the vicinity of these people was cool. That's like probably another reason why I would go back to Waste Management. 1,000%.
Let's get into you know, the first time I went up to you at Monarch, but we met, and I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we met when I called you a Buckets OG. We met at Angeles, I believe. Did you not hit that putt when everyone went to that? Everyone in a circle. Did you go to Angeles for a Buckets Club event?
Yeah. But I didn't hit the putt with everybody like putted into it.
Okay, but it was you, and I'm in line. I forgot. Like I think we're in line to maybe go into the LA Golf Simulator, and you're in front. I was there, not knowing too many people. Rafa was there, and Will from Kansas City was behind me. You're in front of me, and you're from Austin, and I'm like from 20 minutes away. And it was the first time I was like, "Whoa, shit!" Like this Melbourne Buckets Club thing is a thing. Like dudes are coming from all over the country, and I know at the time you were with Melbourne, but I think it was my second or third event. It was probably one of my favorite events. The vibe was amazing. I met a lot of good people. But let's get into you're a content creator. I know for a fact that you're all in now. What was that decision, and when was that decision of saying, you know what, I can do this. I have some talent. I have a personality. Why'd you make the decision, and when did you make that decision?
So I guess you could say like last year is whenever I made the decision, pretty much thanks to my wife. She kind of just pushed me to like make videos, and because she's like big into like watching YouTube people that just blog their life essentially and just talking to a camera, and people love it and they get paid. Now I haven't got paid to do any of this stuff yet, but I have. When I first started, I kind of caught a good momentum like right away. And when I like I was saying earlier, I got to hang out with a couple of the good guys over at Malvin, and they were actually the first people that sent me a box of essentially free clothes, right? And when they sent me that kind of really honestly sparked a big thing in me. I was super grateful at the time for, I think I maybe had 500 followers, 600 followers, but I think just meeting the right people at the right time, they kind of, showed me some love. And then shortly after that, I started just accepting hella product from everybody. I don't care who it was. It was polos, it was quarter zips, it was, just everything under the sun that I was just excited to get for free because I was creating content. And I quickly got burnt out because I'd open a package and it'd be something that I wouldn't even wear. And I kind of weird even like promoting a product that I didn't essentially even like, right? After I got serious about, working with brands that I only really essentially really wanted to work with. So whether it was fun or creating content, if I have to spend my own money to do a photo shoot, I don't mind because there's a mutual respect, right? And I felt like for a while that I was doing some of these unboxings and stuff that it wasn't like really on brand. So like at the beginning of this year in 2026 is whenever I kind of made that conscious decision of like, You know, I want to meet people. I want to go to the PGA show. I want to work with brands that see a value in me. Because I mean, not to harp on any bad subject or anything, but like working at Malbon and spending so much money at Malbon in a way, I know a lot of people feel this way, like they should be seen. And again, nobody owes me fucking shit. So at the end of the day, boo-hoo for me. But, you know, Malbon is such a big company, such a massive platform that, you know, it wouldn't really make sense for them to be messing with somebody who doesn't really have that much of a following or whatever, you know? So moved on, started working with some other brands. I worked with Hazard Hunters. I recently put out a video with them. I'm doing a photo shoot with more. It's a UK brand out in overseas that I'm going to be doing a photo shoot with them soon. And then super proud to announce that the homies over at CMNTY Golf, they do really cool golf bags, stand bags, and Sunday bags, like shoulder bags and stuff like that, that I'll be.
Uh-oh. Is he frozen for you guys, or is he just frozen for me?
He froze on me too.
Okay, he froze on me. All right. You know, he said a lot there. I know he's working with a bunch of brands. If you could hear us, Isaac, you know, pop back in, check your Wi-Fi.
Did he say he worked with Malbon?
He actually worked at Austin. I know he helped out for that grand opening. Are you unfrozen yet? He's still frozen. Yeah, he worked in the Austin store. He was part of the grand opening. And if you remember, Rafa, they had an incredible grand opening over there at Austin. And I know that Isaac was a big part of that. You know, he's hip to a lot of new brands. He's there. When he gets back on, I want him to talk about the PGA show. If someone could help out, if AK's out there, and if you could help him, give him some advice to pop in, and then maybe send him another StreamYard. Eddie Money, have any advice for him if he could hear us?
You can probably click on the link again.
Yeah, same link works.
Okay. Well, and until Eddie Money, you just keep on checking up on him.
Yeah,
there he is.
Bad.
There you go.
My bad.
We need to get you a Wi-Fi sponsor.
Yeah, I mean, it was going good for a while, but
there you go. So Rafa had a question. He didn't know that you actually worked, and I don't know if you heard, but I know that you were a big part of opening that store up. That you helped launch that store in Austin, and that launch was a huge success. That was like there was lines around the corner, and I know
it was the biggest opening from what I've heard. It was the biggest opening at any store in all of America. So,
dude, I remember it was lit, and you had lines, and I know that you were a big part of that. So shout out to you. Shout out to and if you recognize how Isaac is saying Malbon, right? Malbon, not Malbon. Isaac says it correctly. Freddie Couples don't even fucking say it correctly. You know, no one says it correct. Dude, you know, Steven corrects everybody, but like big dudes, they, you know, like.
Is he correcting Freddie Couples?
Hell to the no.
Is he correcting Freddie Couples?
No, he
I
is
think
not.
it's 3 wood to the dome.
for the longest time, I did say Malbon.
We all did.
I think working at the stores whenever they fixed it.
Yeah,
I didn't learn it, to be honest with you, until Wall Street did the little video with the chalkboard, with the blackboard.
Oh yeah.
That's where I fucking learned. Yeah. Shout out to Wall Street, baby.
Shout out to Wall Street over.
Yeah, that's the homie,
dude. Wall Street. Quick little story. You know, Rafa put me onto the brand. I started wearing shit, and I started getting compliments. Started getting this weird confidence, and went into the store. and one of the first guys I met was Wall Street, and super friendly. and I told him, that I had bought a bunch of shit online, and we just like vibed, and just like, I don't know, dude. Like, I was like, I'm down with this shit. Like, and Wall Street was a big part of it, because he's such a good dude, and we still talk from time to time. Um, but let's get back into the brands. You being a content creator, I wanted to ask you about, you recently went to the PGA show, and
Yeah.
you posted, like, I was almost nervous for you. You're the good thing about being authentic and being a creator is being vulnerable sometimes. And you did a post where you're like kind of walking down, and you're like, dude, I don't like, sort of like walking into a prom without a date. Like, I don't know how this is gonna go. Uh, Talk about going to the PGA show. Was it scary? Do you need to be invited? How's that work?
So technically, you need like a business, some kind of business, so you can sign up, so you can be there to look for golf stuff or sell it, I guess you could say. But then they also have like creator badges and stuff like that. I'm good at like finagling my way of like the people that I know. Shout out my homie Hari. I hit him up and I was like, "Yo, I know you're from out there in Orlando. Is there any way you can get me a pass for the week or whatever?" So he ended up giving me like one of his badges for his company, the Golf
Mhm.
Son. And so whenever I got that connection with that dude, like I've always been one person to just do shit by myself. Out here in Austin, I mean, I always say this. I don't really have a lot of like homies that I like hang out with on the daily type of thing, but I always like cover that with like we're grown fucking men. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to be kicking it with fucking dudes all the time. I got my wife in the living room. I got my,
Yeah.
dog. I got shit to take care of, right? So that if you're not, I just tell people if you're not golfing with me or working out, we probably don't kick it that much. So I do shit by myself. So I just shot out to the PGA show by myself, bro. And I remember that post that you're talking about. And that's literally how I felt, man. You meet up with people right from the internet and do things that you've seen online, but they're not your homies, right? So like you're not just gonna like meet up with them and then link arms with them the whole time. And then essentially just you're part of their group, you know what I'm saying? Especially being someone like me that little following. I know a lot of people in this space, and that's another reason why I wanted to start doing this. But I know a lot of bigger creators, like I've talked to a lot of them and personally. And so being over there, not really having any homies and seeing these bigger creators that are already doing their thing and walking through trying to meet brands and not knowing that I needed to make appointments with these brands, bro. Like some of these brands, like
Oh
you couldn't
shit.
even really get into their booth without having an appointment. Some of them, I mean, most of them were chill, like you could go walk around and stuff, but a lot of them were, some of them were appointment based only. And
I
so,
Real quick, guys, I gotta ask. So, like, you roll into, and on your badge, does it say content creator?
no,
Or
it
no,
said for
you went
this
to business.
one, yeah, for this one, it said for my homie's business, the golf's on, and that was like kind of my way to get in. Hopefully
Like,
next year I'll get a creator badge, but we're working on that.
my next question is like, do you shake hands, and do you have to say like 13,000 followers? It's like, is that the immediate, is it a weird like speed dating thing with these companies? Like, I have so many followers, and then we're like, pass. You're not
So with
hot
me,
enough.
bro, like you gotta understand, like I'm not like the average golfer, right? I don't know shit about tech. I don't know shit about equipment. Like I barely got a rangefinder probably a couple years ago after freaking playing since 2020. Like I just to that part of the game doesn't really resonate with me, I guess you could say. So like I was really there to only see a few things, right? Like I was only there to see students. I really wanted to see students. I wanted to go shake hands with the people at students. I wanted to go talk to them and be familiar with them, right? I wanted to go to the Malbin booth because, of course, who doesn't want to see all the new shit that Malbin's going to be coming out with over the next year and stuff like that. Callaway booth was really freaking cool. They were just releasing the what was that the Quantum, and then
Yeah.
they also had the 4D. You were able to hit all these clubs. people were passing out stuff. Shout out Milesy, rangefinders, and the speaker. I was able to link up with them, you know, chop it up with one of the main guys, and he gave me a free $450 rangefinder just right away.
That is
You just kind
badass.
of find yourself in these little areas. But yeah, man, when I went out there, it was just solo dolo, bro.
I love it.
Trying
I
to
love
figure it the fuck out.
Rafa, you got anything for neighborhood?
Do you how often do you play? And when you play, do you always film? Do you always film something?
Every shot.
I try. So this year I've slowed down on playing, obviously with the weather. Like it's like our rainy season here in Austin, and it was just cold and blah 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 blah. So I'm just now starting to play back to playing like weekly, maybe twice a week. I have a lot of homies out here in Austin. Shout out to the Caddy Issues crew out here in Austin, Steven, all the homies. I get to play golf for really, really cheap out here sometimes. And I'm talking like free 99 sometimes. So like it's a big blessing to be able to go and show up and play for free. I don't take that for granted. Um, are you guys familiar with the iron set that I gave away?
Yeah. Yeah. The homeboy
So
that. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go.
one of my homies here. He's one of the homies that's like connected, works at the golf courses, gets me onto a lot of these courses for cheap and whatever. I I do record. I start recording every shot, right? But in my head, I would rather play good golf than to record bad golf.
That makes sense.
You know, so as soon as I start fucking up, as soon as I start making bad shots, I put it away, I focus, and I dial in again because everybody knows like I'm not a scratch golfer. I don't pretend to be a scratch golfer. I post my good shots. Y'all have seen some of my bad shots. It is what it is, right? But like again, if I can get a solid 3, 4, 5 holes in, I'm lucky if I can get 9 holes in, bro. Like that's amazing. But again, I'm not a scratch golfer, so there's always a time in the round where the fucking eye range stick gets put away and I start trying to focus on golf again.
I know Rafa has a follow-up to not being a scratch golfer. Go ahead, Rafa.
No. I'm not. And to be honest with you, a lot of these guys that say they're scratch golfers, not so much. They more scratch their ass than fucking.
Oh, 100%.
To me, when you like guys say, "Oh, I shot this, I shot that," and then you go play with them, and it's like, you shot 97.
I posted something about this recently, and Rafa, I want to hear your opinion. Would you rather be a 12 handicap and shoot your career best of like a 75 or a 74? Or would you rather work your way fraudulently down to a 5 handicap and shoot a 92 in front of your homies or the people that you've been claiming to be a 5 handicap in front of?
No, man. I never cheat the score ever. Right. So like today, I'll tell you something. Today I played the toughest hole on this fucking course. It's the second handicap, but to me, it's the fucking toughest. It's stupid. It's a brutal par 5. I got a 12. I didn't take a 12. I finished the motherfucker and took a 12. I got a 12. Like, I got a fucking 12. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it and write a fucking 9 on a scorecard or even a 10. I got a fucking 12, so I'm going to put it down. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm a 5, and then go out and shoot fucking, 95 or whatever, right? My score is what I'm never lying about it. So to me, my handicap's like 14.9, 15, whatever the fuck it is. And hey, if I have a good day and I shoot an 84 miraculously, wonderful.
Yeah.
But
right.
I'm not going to sit here and then shoot a 95 every fucking time.
There's honor in that too, because I do have a homie out here, and he's, I don't know if he's broken 100 yet, but he's the same way. He's like, I don't want to say that I fucking did something really cool, like I broke 100, and it be on some like, oh, I instead of taking the 12, I just took a triple or quad,
Yeah.
Which personally, I mean, I feel like I'm the most laid back guy when it comes to golf. I don't bet for one. So like a lot of people, I mean, somebody at one point said I wasn't a real golfer because I didn't bet or I didn't always keep my score, right? But
Your best friend, Rafa.
Well,
um,
listen. For me, I always keep my score no matter what, right? Like I'll never not play. But I always say there's only like two things that I can play. Like we can't just for me, I can't sit around and just play poker for fun. Like I can't
mhm,
do that, right? Like oh, let's just play poker for fun. I can't do it. I can play dominoes for fun and fives up or double nine, which is the way the Cubans and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans play. I can play that for fun because I enjoy the shit out of that. And I don't have to play for money. And I can play golf and not have to play for money because I enjoy the shit out of it. All the other things, I can't go out and just play for fun, right? Like, oh, it's just playing for fun. We don't have to have money. Those two things, like with golf, I don't have to play for money. I enjoy playing for money, but I don't have to because I
Rafa,
always keep
yeah.
my score no matter what. And the
Rafa,
guys I play with, to be honest with you, like we've kind of separated a little bit on our we were in the beginning we were a lot more even. Now if we
mhm.
play for money, the gap has kind of gotten bigger, right? It's now gotten to like 15 or 17 strokes. So now it's like a shit show. So now we don't play for money. Sometimes we play close to the pin for $5, shit like that.
Rafa knows. Well, first off, Rafa knows everyone's score. You could play with 5, and Rafa knows everyone's score. So I count on Rafa, and when he says, "Eddie, what'd you score?" I will say a number up. Like 6, Rafa. He's like, "No, you didn't. You got a 5." Just in case, man. Because I know he's fucking counting, Isaac. I know he's counting.
I know everybody, like, I know. And then when, you get like, oh, I got a 6. Motherfucker, a 6. You were out of bounds twice. Like, you were out of bounds twice. Let's turn that 6 around to like a 9.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
Isaac,
That shit happens to me all the time. If I duff a chip and it goes like 6 feet in front of me, and then I hit a really good chip after that, that duff somehow like poof escapes my head, and I'm like, oh, that was a great bogey or that was a great par, and all my homies are like, dog, you did not just par that. And I'm like, what the? They're like, I'm like, oh, dog, you know what? Hand up, accountability right there. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
But
know what? And you play with the same group of guys a lot of the time.
essentially, yeah, 1 or 2 guys I play with out here, yeah.
Do you give them like you give them a putt like, oh, you're good there, shit like that?
Oh, bro, if you want to take it, you want to take it. If you want to put it, you can put it. Like, bro,
I'm
if we're
okay
not playing
with
for money, bro, you can fucking bounce that hoe off your ass into the hole if you want to, bro. I don't care.
I'm okay with giving it. I'm okay with giving it. I don't want you to give it to me because even if you give it to me,
Pause.
because I play, I go to the Buckets Cup. I play the U.S. Am Tour thing here and shit with people in your handicap and all that. I can't technically take a 1-footer because
Right.
I won't be able to take it in those events, right?
And
So
I
I
have
don't.
homies that do they have like men's league at your club? I'm assuming.
Yeah, they do. I haven't signed up for it yet, but they do. Yeah.
So yeah, I've got a bunch of homies that play at this country club that I practice at. I'm not a member, but I'm an honorary member.
Pinkies up. Pinkies up.
And they're the same way, bro. They don't really take gimmies essentially at some point because the greens at this country club are championship greens, and it's like that's
Right.
what's gonna mess you up when you're playing, in a member or a MGA or something along those lines. And me, bro, like I said, I've never played competitive golf. The only competitive golf I guess you could say is that I did play in like 6 Buckets Club events last year and one before that, the year before that. And so that's like the only time I play competitive. And even at that, I mean, I'll even be honest with that. I don't keep my score that often. So like I think my gin says I'm an 11 right now, but I probably shoot in between like an 82 and like an 88. So whatever that puts me at.
It still would probably put you at an 11 because of your average,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like for me,
So
I
I
don't
mean,
like.
I was gonna call him a sandbagging mother flower, Rafa. Sandbagging mother flower, man.
like Eddie when Eddie plays, especially when he plays with his son, right? Because they're very competitive against each other. So I won't even allow his son to even take a fucking 2-foot gimme because I'm not going to give it to Eddie because they're competing against each other. And it gets kind of, a little bit of shit talking, not much, but it's a little bit here and there. So I'm like, fuck that. You're not. And then if you ask him if he's going to give it to you because you're competing against your own father, like if he's giving it to you, fine, but you better give that shit right back to him if he needs it on a hole, right? Like,
yeah, that was gonna be my other thing. Like, have you ever been in a situation where like there's like only 2 people in your group that are competing or betting or whatever, and you're like, oh, that's good, and then your other homie's like, what the fuck? Like, that's not good, and the homie's already picking the ball up, and he's like, nah, Isaac said it was good.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, for us, I there's certain people that I don't mind giving, but like especially most of these guys are putting like double bogey, or putting, maybe triple or whatever. Like, let's just get on with it, right? But if they're straight up competing, like the other day we played Eddie and his son going back and forth, like, no, you're not having that. You're finishing that shit. Because I've seen professionals miss 2-footers. You don't think us dumbass motherfuckers are not gonna miss 2-footers?
I miss 2-footers all the time, man.
Yeah.
What up, What up, Don?
What up, Don? Don will give you any putt you want ever because Don don't give a fuck about
Donnie Drano, 12-footers are gimmies because he's knocking them down, baby.
They're going in. Yeah, and by the way, Rafa, I'm a big fan of numerology. And so when you put up a 12, you just take the sum of those numbers. That's 1 + 2. You scored a 3 on that. So if you're ever approaching a 9, you want to just run it up to double digits, and you'll be right back where you need to be.
Listen, when you play with certain guys, I was playing an industry. Real quick story. I was playing industry like 2 months ago, and I literally started birdie, par, and on the 5th hole, I hit a drive. It turned into a shit show, right? And the guy's like, "Oh, just pick it up and fucking take a 9." I'm like, "No." I ended up with an 11 after the hole. One of the guys, he goes, "Dude, I can't believe you actually finished the hole and wrote down an 11." I said, "That's what I got." He goes, "Man, that's really admirable." So then I thought, motherfucker, so now I'm not giving you those 6-foot putts you've been picking up for the first fucking 5 holes. You know what I mean? Like,
that's hilarious.
Come on.
Donnie Drano, welcome back to the show. You and Isaac have known each other. I know you guys are homies. Anything you want to tell him? Any questions you got for Isaac, neighborhood?
Inside jokes. So okay, I can't get that key back in there. It's like it's jammed up or something. Anyway, so yeah, no, Isaac. Oh shit, I'm about to lose my headset. Quality save by me. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nailed it. Yeah, Isaac and I met just the same way we all met, through golf, through the Vehicle of Buckets Club, and Isaac and I were fast homies. Like he's the type of guy like you, Bosco and Rafa. Like I could kick it with you guys, not at golf, right? So, and he and I just like connect on a lot of levels, like starting, kind of like figuring it out as you go, and like getting a rangefinder late, all those things. I identify with all of that. So
yeah, the earth is flat.
What?
You caught that, Isaac? Are you a flat earther? Is that why you guys get along so good?
Nah.
Thank God.
Not a flat earther, but
whoa, neither am I. You guys are jumping the gun on that.
I love it. I know. I'm just fucking with you, Don.
Oh, I got it, dude. I got this thing. Check it out. You can put it on your golf cart. It's like
I need that.
This thing.
Dude, I got that shit.
I just remembered it was over here, so I drove over to this sucker. I'm trying to hold my phone, dude. That's crazy.
They need to actually make that a color because it blends in, but I do need that. Eddie Money, is there anyone in the chat that has some questions?
Yeah, catching up a bit. AK said when you guys are talking about golfing and recording, he goes, always have the best intentions to make a ton of content, but start to care more about the golf and leave my camera in the cart.
I do the same sometimes.
Yeah, just suck out the gate. If you just suck out the gate, you just start filming. You know, just fucking blow up on hole one and then just film everything else.
Peter Lim said, I'm a 6 and shoot 95 sometimes, but that's golf. AK said, a 5 absolutely can shoot in the 90s. Your index is only based on your 8 best scores.
See, I think
Peter
we've
Lim,
had this conversation. I don't know anything about any of that. I feel like if you
Hey,
do go and look at
because you're
my
not a
gym,
nerd, dude.
people are probably going to be like, this guy is a fraudulent because he only tracks like 3 scores a year. But I see this motherfucker golfing 3 times a week.
And you have no Diddy, but I mean your swing is kind of sweet. So I mean you could just tell by your swing that you can fucking golf.
and then Cure for Carson asked, what is your best round, Isaac?
76 at a member guest. So that's no cheating, no fucking fixing your lies, no fluffing, none of that. And we still lost the fucking match because it was match play.
Oh man. What's up? What's up, Cure for Carson? Shout out to Cure for Carson. Great dude. I met him. Thanks for checking in, man. Appreciate you.
Filmed by Franco's in here. And then AK said, GHIN adjusts all your scores to a max net double. If you don't event hole by hole and just total, you are in fact padding the index.
Dude, he always
Yeah,
talks
I don't
about
do it
that.
hole by hole. I don't even know if I do it. Sometimes I'll do it on this app that I use, the Grint, but that uses a lot of my battery. So I usually don't do that. And then
Grint.
9 times out of 10, yeah. Have you heard of it?
I have not heard of the Grint.
It's kind of like 18 birdies. I used to use
Okay.
18 birdies, but the Grint has, to me, looks more user friendly to me, more whatever. But you know, 9 times out of 10, I write my score down on the card, circle it. If it's good, take a picture for the gram. If it's not, fucking think about it and move on, right? But yeah, man, like again, that's why I don't like playing for money, right? Because like the other day, my homie, he wanted to play. I didn't want to play for money, but he still wanted to give me some strokes and ended up beating him. And I was just like, I don't know, bro. Like this is that I didn't want to beat you with strokes. Like I'd rather beat you or lose to you 1-on-1, however we're gonna play. And I think that when I first started playing golf for like the first 3 years, 2 years, I guess you could say, I would play with these guys that would bet money, and the only way that I could play is if I would bet the money, right? And I'm not Mr. Moneybags over here. I'm like an ice cream man. I'm a mobile detailer. It's like goes up and down in the seasons, right? And so I'm sitting here betting all this money, paying $60 to $80 for the round, and then losing $60 to $80 on top of that. But they never gave me any strokes. Like they never took handicaps into position. They never gave me any strokes. I'd go out there and shoot a 92 and 88 and be fucking stoked. They'd be out there shooting like a 78, 76, stuff like that. And I would always end up owing money, right? So that's like one of the, I feel like deep down, I just found something out about myself is like that's probably the real reason why I don't like betting is because I feel like they kind of took advantage for a while, and
Sure.
Yeah.
and now I
That's
just
right.
kind of like that's just not. I don't know, but I feel like we can have a lot more fun if we bet, and if we do bet, yeah, I'm down to do like dots or like $1 a dot, you know, somewhere where we're not gonna be losing like 50 to $100 after the round. And if we are going to lose 50 to $100, let's just bet straight up. Just you put your 50 down, I put my 50 down. There's no dots, there's no this, there's no rollover holes, there's no wolf, there's no it's just let's just play straight up golf.
I've had to leave my car with Rafa and walk home. I think I lost my car one time to Rafa. I'm just like, here you go. Here's a pink. We played for pinks, and I just called my wife and come pick
But
me
we
up.
were a lot more even golfer back then.
So what do you usually shoot, Rafa?
Like high 80s or low 90s. That's usually where I'm
Okay.
at. So like,
And do you play from the
anywhere
blues?
I play from depends on the course. So white, blue, whatever.
Yeah.
Like just depends.
AK. I hope you're feeling better, AK.
Let me fix
But
this.
AK is our equip drip guy, right? He talks equipment. He talks, you know, clothing. Um, you know, we have the Masters coming up. Isaac is the closest thing that I know of when it comes to knowing golf fashion. Knowing Isaac just hooked me up, man. I don't want to put it out there, but Isaac hooked me up yesterday, saved me about $100 holla, man. On a great shout out to you. I do. I really appreciate that, brother. I really appreciate what you did for me. But I'm expanding my horizons as well. I know AK has put me my son on students. This is Jacob's joint. I know you got students on. Students said they were gonna watch. You know, where do you see golf headed right now? What's the trend? You know, switching over to a quip drip. Where do you see it heading to? Are we going back to the 90s, baggy pants? No more joggers, you know, which I never was a jogger guy, by the way. Never was a jogger. Where do you see golf fashion trending in this next year?
I think it's only going to start leaning more heavy into the 90s baggy look. Um, you kind of, and then like minimalistic, right? Minimalist. So like you're going to start seeing how like Devereaux's starting to put out more clean looks, less prints, you know, even though Students does a good job with their tees on their prints, a lot of their polos and their other stuff is a little bit more like either color blocked or a little bit more simple. But I think again they're going to start leaning more heavy into that stuff. I think they're going to start, in my opinion, start putting out like longer shoulders that come down to like the elbow is. So like
Uh-huh.
that's a big thing in my personal opinion, is like where this seam right here sits and how far it comes out on my elbow. And when you're looking at like mock necks and like polos, it's like hard to find that balance of like where you want it to sit here plus like fit on your body. Um, so I think again, I think a lot of people are going to be leaning more into that 90s fashion, a little bit more crop tees for like the younger people, I guess you could say. And if I had to put you on a new brand that I think is going to be, uh, I feel cheesy saying a force to reckon with or whatever, but a cool brand that I think is going to be making a way into some of the more public areas once they start dropping their products is this brand called Wood Grain Golf. And surprisingly enough, the guy lives like 30 to 40 minutes north of where I live here in Austin. And some of the stuff that he's putting out is very, very Jordan-esque 90s, uh, just like that really cool knitted cable knit sweaters, knitted polos. Um, and then another company, like a smaller brand, is this Howie Benson company that just sent me over a couple of things. Um, and they have a very minimalistic, like button up kind of like,
What
kind
was
of
it
seems
called?
like some like uh,
Isaac, what was it called again?
Howie Benson.
Howie Benson?
Yeah. And it's a small, like I said, a smaller company. They don't have too much on their side as far as like, you know, some of these bigger brands, but they're very minimalistic, kind of like more you could picture them in like Florida-esque, where you're like have, you know, more button downs, laid back on off course type of materials, but like more elevated, not necessarily like streetwear or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So between them two, but yeah, man, I think the I think the baggy and is here to stay. I used to dress very, very golf. Oh my gosh.
Conservative?
I mean, I just was a new person, right? And me being somebody who's already standing out, looks different
Yeah.
in a world of people that I'm not used to. I didn't want to I didn't want to stick out any more than I already did, right? And so I would wear these like I still have them because it's like a nostalgia for me. But I used to wear these like uh, really corny, cheesy golf polos and like tighter, like slack ish type of pants. And as cheesy as it is, you know, when I started figuring out about like Malbin and stuff, that's like when I really felt comfortable enough to go play golf all the time without like putting on a costume, I guess you could say, you know, just to go out there and still fucking suck when I
That's a
first started.
Eddie Money clip all of that. That's a great fucking clip. Um, I know where you're coming from. Ralph and I have talked about this. You know, it was a costume. It wasn't what I would feel comfortable wearing. Um, let's get into Masters and I I know you have opinions.
Real
We
quick
talk
before you
about
get
yeah. Go
into the
ahead.
Masters, we have some comments talking about the Equip trip. He said, Jace Seeker says, AK and Isaac, effortless steez. We also have AK. He said, love wood grain, such good quality. Their pants are killer. And Peter Lim agrees that the wood grain stuff was very nice.
Of course, they know. I've never heard of it, and that's why he's on the show. Let's talk about the craze. Malvin comes out with some wild ass birdies. Um, Jason Day, the outfit came out. The fishing vest I think is kind of dope. There's a story behind it. I guess there used to be a bass fishing tournament in the 50s, whatever.
Mhm.
What's your? I mean, I think Steven has done an amazing job with that. Like, it's been a great marketing thing. He did the 4th of July, right? When Jason Day's from Australia,
Yeah.
Rafa rocked the shit out of that. He did, the lost my travel bag sweats at what was it, Riviera or I
Pebble
forgot.
Beach.
Yeah, Pebble. He continues to push the envelope, and it's just not there's research and marketing behind it. uh what do you think about Day? I know Freddie Couples, is not going to be crazy. What do you think about the new Malvin drop and what Jason's going to be wearing?
I think so. I personally, I think some of it could have been done better, but who am I to say anything? The fishing vest, cool. Some of the other stuff later in the week is pretty nice, but like I get it, the birds print and stuff like that, and I saw that reel of the guys talking about how like it's a kind of like a jab or a poke at Augusta, saying like the birds are fake or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I just feel like it could have been done a little bit better. You know,
Uh-huh.
if you're gonna collab with somebody like Gumtree Golf and Nature, like the bird collars, super cool. Binoculars, super cool. The head covers, on brand, right? And then you get the bird print, and it kind of just seems like it got a little lazy, in my opinion. It just slapped a bunch of birds on a piece of clothing, and of course everybody's gonna go crazy about it, right? Because it's Malvin. But like, very few are gonna, you know, say that I feel like if you're gonna collaborate with somebody like Gumtree and do stuff around birds and stuff like that, like with the stuff and the quality that Steven has and could have put out, I think I just think it could have been done better. In all honesty, like I'm not chomping at the bits to go get that piece. And
Uh-huh.
if everybody knows me, like I'm usually the guy that likes the wild stuff, the crazy stuff. Like I wear the loud stuff, I guess you could say, on the
Mm-hmm.
course. And I rocked Malvin for the longest time, and I still do wear Malvin. But like I said, like just paying that amount of money for you know stuff
I
that I'm
know.
not chomping at the bits for. Like if I don't see something nowadays that I love, then I'm not gonna get it. And then when I do love something, I'll get it in 3 different colors.
Mm-hmm. Rafa, go ahead.
I think I'm with you on the birds thing, right? Like I know Malvin, they like to, play with the line there or whatever, right? I just think for the Masters, it's the one tournament that they're so picky about everything, right?
Mhm.
Like go with something green, maybe a little crazy, but stick to the green and the light pink or azalea, whatever the fuck the color is called, right? Like stick to something right around there. And at least for this tournament, you want to get crazy for the US Open, the British Open, like nobody gives a fuck. But here they're super particular, they're super picky. Look, he couldn't wear the pants even for the practice round. Like they didn't want the pants with the shirt because it's wild. So I think
And
that's
like,
the
go
one
ahead.
thing. I know you like to, test their limits or whatever. I think that this is the one tournament where they're so particular about every fucking thing that you should go a little bit more on the elegant side.
I
They
mean,
have
even if you think about when they did the vest, the last one at the last Masters, like that was that was
Dope.
prime Malbin right there, right? And
Did you hear Isaac that they turned it, Steven? They turned that sweater into a pillow in one of the cabins,
oh
and
yeah, I heard
like
about that.
that's a badass story. Like
See,
that's
like
respect.
that was done well, right? Like the way that was
Yeah.
set on was like good. It was still big brand. It was still Malbin in a sense, but like again, like I don't know, man. This is just my personal opinion. Again, what I say couldn't fucking the people
It's
out
an
there could care
opinion.
less.
It's an
Right,
opinion.
right.
This is what we have a
But
podcast
at
for.
the end of the day, like I said, I've talked with Carson before online. He has family out here in Austin. I really, really, genuinely love what he's doing in the golf space. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm a big environment guy. Like I'm big in global warming. I'm big in stuff that has to do with the environment, and the way that he brings that out into golf and like that peaceful aspect of it in such a like precise, like just him type of way. I would have loved to see, or at least let him have more of a reign over what you're going to produce, but let it still have the big Malbin somewhere, or let it still have your taste, but mesh it a little bit more, because I would be more inclined to buy the bird collars or the head cover than I would to be buy any piece that Jason Day is going to be wearing this week.
Yeah. Dude, I bought those Devereaux head covers, the Azalea collection. I went, that shit sold out already. The
Yeah,
dopest.
man.
If you guys haven't seen the Devereaux, I have a lot of tattoos. I love American traditional tattoos, and Devereaux does a badass job. Don, you got to see these head
Badass.
covers I got, man. They're so dope. Nice, I love it. Yeah, American traditional tattoos my thing, and Devereaux, they do great job with American traditional tattoo art and mixing it with golf. I love it. Love that shit. Isaac, what's the next brand that you see cracking the PGA? Does Students have a shot? Does Devereaux have a shot? Does Metalwood have a shot to get one of these golfers? And who would be your pick?
Fourth rope. Fourth rope would be my guess.
Fourth row?
Rope.
Oh, fourth rope. Never heard of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's West Side Guns wrestling brand. So
I thought you were going to say like Anorak, Warrak.
Borak. Shout out Billy Malibu, the Hammer, and Chief East.
I love
Borak. Throwing up big W's 0900, you know what it is.
I think
Flip that.
who's your favorite luchador of all time?
Rafa.
I didn't. So I love that you called him a luchador because damn well I didn't watch fucking luchadors. But I will say that I did grow up I don't know about the best wrestling era ever, but like prime Stone Cold Steve Austin 316. I'd be watching it back when it was like WWF, watching it in my living room, screaming hell yeah. And like I remember one day I screamed hell yeah, like kind of like a little loud but still underneath my breath because I knew it was bad. And my sister was like right there peeking around, and she goes, I'm gonna go tell mom, and like jetted it. I was like, oh shit. And that was like first time
did you get a chancla to the head, like from across from the kitchen, just a chancla, like spinning it? Like
my
boomerang?
mom is such a sweet lady, bro. Like very, very sweet. But my dad, he would whip his belt off
Whip it?
like,
Oh, yeah, that's good shit.
bro,
Quality
fucking
whip.
quick, bro.
Yeah,
Mom don't need
And then
mom don't need to do nothing when you got a dad like that. You know?
Yeah, no,
Dude.
it was I was way past that point where my mom would like spank me, or I'm from the days where you still got hit, and like
Yeah.
it was like, what was that?
Dude,
But then
dude,
my dad was like, oh,
dude, my dad would torture me. He's like, you're getting hit. You're getting hit. Go to the closet and pick a belt. And I'd open my dad's closet and he had a belt on the back of the door. And there's like 17 belts. And I would get like the cloth, I would always get that one. He's like, that ain't the one. I'm like, well, why the fuck you tell me to fucking choose it then, man? You know which one, the one with the fucking metal spikes. Like, he would make me like weapon of choice. I would always pick the lightest one and he'd make me go get, he's like, that ain't the one, man. You know which one you're gonna get your ass whipped with.
oh, bro. My buddy Jordan Reese, his dad, and oh man, back in the day, his dad his dad was kind of like my dad. Like I said, like he kind of raised me in a sense. And he straight up had a paddle, and the paddle had holes in it, so it could move faster. And on the paddle, it was engraved the Peacemaker.
Oh man, now that's some shit. What was his
And
name?
me and my buddy Jordan hardly ever got that. But the little brother, Jared, I think that like we used to like light him on fire and like make him jump in the pool and stuff like that. He got to see the Peacemaker a lot.
The Peacemaker. I love it. Was his name
Hey,
Wyatt Earp?
I don't want to get sidetracked here. So your answer was Stone Cold Steve Austin as a luchador?
I mean, I don't know any luchadors, bro. What do you expect? That's like
It's
The only answer is
Eddie Guerrero.
La Parca.
La
God
Parca.
damn it, dude. What the
It's
fuck?
fucking Mil Máscaras, bro.
And Mil
Damn.
Máscaras. I love it.
Ugh.
Okay, let's get back. Let's get back on track here.
All right, I'll mute
yeah.
myself now. That's good.
Back to the Masters. AK said the Gumtree aspect of the collab is very washed out, unfortunately. It was need to be an equity deal. They don't have the cash to pay these guys at the level they are expecting when you guys were talking about in terms of new brands coming onto the PGA.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that was my
that's-
biggest thing.
That's
Like,
the thing.
dude, you gotta be loaded to get one of these PGA players to fucking sign with you. At least a bigger one. And
least a
you're
good
not
one.
gonna you're not gonna want to jump into the PGA with somebody who doesn't make the cuts,
Well,
even to get those guys, it's gonna be tough anyways.
Yeah.
Think about this, Rafa. In terms of Lionel Messi, they didn't have the money to pay him. Why wouldn't a brand, say like a Student, say like a Metalwood, give a dude, a top 50 player, part of the company and be like, grow us? Nike wasn't Nike, Don, until Air Jordan made them Nike. Why
Yeah,
not?
but then you get investors. Then you get investors that make you switch your tournaments up from having fun with your homies to you can only have fun with your homies if they're a 15 handicap or better. That's what sucks. So like my thing is like I hope to God that students and the guy that I talked to at the PGA show, Brian,
Yeah.
shout out him for having a conversation with me and stopping me because I was wearing Students and was the only one really at the show that showed me love and had a conversation with me. I just hope that they stay true people. Like Eddie, your son had an encounter with MySpace Tom, right? And how cool is that, right?
I got it
Like
right here.
humble
right here.
people that just want to be real people, Then they want to surround themselves with real people, and they don't necessarily need to be with the top creators to
Yeah.
be relevant or whatever. Like they have their own style, and I hope Metalwood never changes, and I hope Students never changes in that aspect. And I know eventually they probably will, because that's just how when you get big, things got to change.
Yeah.
But
I'll try to track it down. But I have a Students shirt that I received as part of a swag bag for the first Melbourne StockX event I went to in 2020.
that's tight.
Yeah, it's a cool Student shirt. It's like a midriff joint, though. It's like,
Like a crop tee.
Well, I mean, I got a belly, so the thing
I
grinds
don't
up.
want to see you in a midriff.
You don't want to see that. That's a
You know,
one of one.
you know, you're just projecting. You want to see it, Rafa, and you're
When you see the belly button tattoo,
only because you want to do it too, and let that navel breathe, brother. Just let it run, dude. Let that navel go.
I
Listen,
love
you
it.
don't want to see my hairy ass in a fucking midriff for sure.
Oh,
There's
I
two guys I want to see in a midriff, and they already worn them in college. There was Ray Lewis and LeVar Arrington. That's it, baby. That's
shout out
it.
Ray Lewis.
I love it. I love it, man. That's
Yo,
good shit.
by the way, earlier you were talking hockey a little bit before I got off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, the hockey, the slap shot and the flex of all that is very much like the golf, like the transition of a slap shot is very much like a golf swing. So there's a massive correlation there, just like also throwing the javelin. It's like a disassociative movement that's happening.
You want to know
So,
what's funny about that? Just to
no.
piggyback on that, there's this company called Lightyear, and they
Yep.
make clubs
Yep.
for kids. And one of the main clubs that there is a hockey stick.
I've seen that.
Yep.
I've
It's
seen
essentially a hockey stick for kids. That's for golf.
Because it's how does everybody grab it like the first time, like split grip or something when you're a kid? Because you can't,
Yeah,
you're not strong enough, so you like grab it like that, right? So
isn't that like a Roy
I seen
McIlroy
that.
drill?
The Lightyear graphic logo is sick. That little guy. Like,
Yeah,
the
no,
little
it's a cool
logo is
company,
sick.
man.
That
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
cool. Let's talk a little about. I'm dying. I was hoping to win your giveaway, and thanks, Isaac, for giving that away and attaching it to our podcast. That was awesome. But I was really hoping to get that. If you guys don't know, Isaac has a relationship with iRange. I don't have one of those things. I need my wife to record shit, but it's a great company and they do custom. I know Peter has a cool one. Talk a little bit about iRange. How does it work? I really want to get one.
man, I can't. And this is me again. I do make a little bit of money, but I think I've helped sell. I don't even know how many by this point. I checked my account the other day, and I had like $10 in it. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't
What's your
make anything from these companies really, right? But I do enjoy working with them, and when they give me free product, bro, that's I come from very little, so like
you
anything is really like
appreciate it?
I'm down to appreciate. Exactly, I'm down to work. I don't necessarily, I do fine. I'm not hurting for money. My wife does really well, so like it's not necessarily about the money rather than me building a personal brand and then eventually starting something after this.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Isaac's
but
a trophy husband.
I love it.
send,
Give us.
send
I need that. I need that
um,
code, Isaac. I need the
unashamed.
iRange. I need a iRange code, man. What's your code for that?
I got it's a NBHD Golf 10. So essentially
NB.
neighborhood golf
Yeah,
10.
got it. Neighborhood.
Got it. Got it. I can't wait, man.
Put that up on the
And
screen.
yeah, man, and I
Boom.
love it because honestly, man, like, so when I first started recording myself swing, I had a fucking tripod, and if y'all are like me, that shit's fucking embarrassing. You can't do that shit in a quick instance. And with the iRange, bro, like it took a lot of the anxiety out of recording myself. Half the time I stick that shit in the ground, and everybody around me is amazed at it. They're like, "Oh, what the hell is this and that or whatever."
Yeah.
And then you start getting into the customization of it, and like the homies over at iRange, like I try to tell people, go fucking crazy, bro. Think of something. Like
Yeah.
I sent him a picture of like a war airplane with the
The
with the
mouth, the
shark with
teeth.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
mouth and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that, and he shot me back essentially like a image for it, and I was just like, dang. So like, get the custom. It's worth it. It's only like I think like 25 bucks more to get it customized. I think. Save 10% with my code. Go crazy and have fun with it, man. And once you get it, I guarantee you, like for me, it becomes part of my pre-shot routine. I set it up, I get it going. It's not hard at all.
Uh-huh.
Like
Real
it's a
quick with the iRange, because I played with Adonis Golf, who helped me out, and
mhm.
bro, I was just in shock, bro. We get up to the green and he's just like, the USC fucking Trojan and just boom, like puts it right into the fucking green. I was like, oh shit, do you put your eye range into the green or you put it on the fringe to record your shit?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I put that shit on the green too. And I have had people kind of like look at me like it's fucked up. But at the same time, like half these people don't fix their pitch marks, half these people don't
Facts.
put sand in their divots, half these people will bitch and
Here's the
complain that you walked over their line and you
here's
ruined
what
their putt when you motherfucker, you're not the first person to walk on the green all day. So like
That's true. That's true. And then here's what I'd say as a greenskeeper. As long if you do that, because I put mine in the green too. Not always, but I do it sometimes to promote the best camera angle. Right? I don't want to have to zoom and get all this artifacts and shit. So anyway, I do that shit. But what I would recommend Isaac or anybody else that does that is just repair it like you would a pitch mark. Just
is
But
it you think
on top of that, the tine on the back on the bottom of the eye range is smaller than any tine that they would use to aerate the green. So relax, people.
that's my thing. That's my thing is because like the eye range, you can have a thicker one and a thinner one, and like the one I use is a thinner one. And I'm always like, what's the difference between literally sticking a T in the ground that people mark their balls with than sticking my eye range?
I think because it's the size of it, it makes people think that it's going like depth into the ground. And like if they've seen you throw it into the ground or do something like in a regular dirt area, right? I would just say when you do it on the green, like delicately, like put it into the
Oh
green.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
One
I'm
thing,
not saying you do that, but like that would be the etiquette way of putting your camera on the green.
right.
I love it, dude. This is
One thing that I
all the
haven't
shit.
thought of before, I know AK mentioned this guy recently, the catch it around guy. He's still blowing up. All blessings to him because I think what he's doing is great. You know, the whole traveling and following and doing what you think. But he recently mentioned something that I don't know. Do you guys think about this? When you take the flag out, do you just drop it on the floor?
No.
Well, not you because you have the etiquette of a
Yeah, you're a
greenskeeper.
greenskeeper.
But Rafa, Eddie, do you guys drop it on the floor or do you set it on the ground?
I don't
Very
pull it.
yeah. I ask if I'm playing with the random, I ask pin out, pin in. I usually don't have it out. So when I ask somebody, because I've already sank my putt, I'll just hold it, for them. But yeah, I'm very respectful that way.
I leave it in. I never.
I
pull
would
it
say
out.
drop it and catch it with your club and then let it fall. If you're gonna drop it, when you drop it,
See, that's
depending
another
on
thing. I was guilty of that. I wouldn't just like slam it on the floor or nothing, but like I would take it out and like drop it where my like arms linked from the floor, like where my arm lays.
Right.
But he mentioned that and like I don't know, just even learning that kind of like gave me a little bit more
the real
context
amount
of
of
like
I've seen
the real
guys,
amount of the
like,
real amount of damage comes when it goes. The people are putting the pin back in,
yeah, and they
jamming it,
and they miss.
messing up the hole.
jamming it, or coming in from an angle and then like thinking they're more, precision than they are. Shout out M&M's, peanut M&M's. These are ripping right now.
Yeah, they don't need any more marketing. They're doing pretty well for themselves.
Yeah, fuck them, dude. I mean, it's Merkin M's is what these are.
Look at them. Um,
M for Merkin.
yes. Listen, I still want to get into some shit. And I was working today and I was thinking, man, I'm going to talk to Isaac and I got to bring this story up. So, it was Paiute. It was Buckets Club Vegas. Had a great time with Don and Isaac. Shout out to Isaac and Isaac San Antonio Isaac. This is Austin Isaac. And they had like an after party at this bar. And I think Nuge was DJing. And I bring my wife, whatever. And my wife is nervous. We meet everybody. RJ's there. Don's there. Nate. All the regulars. And Chaz was there. And Chaz showed up with James Loney, ex-first baseman from the Dodgers. I'm a huge Dodger fan. Like my oldest daughter had a crush on her. I saw him at the beginning of the tournament, didn't want to bother him, took a picture at the end, and then show up to the after party. And Isaacs are there. Happened to call James Loney over, and I'm talking to him, and I'm straight, asking him everything. and both Isaacs are probably like at another table, and I get a text, and I look at my text, and Isaac's like, dude, why are you girling so hard? And I was like, oh, fuck. Guilty as charged. You know when you get called out.
Let me
and
just say in Eddie's defense, he waited as long as he could. You know, he tried. He held out pretty long, to be honest with you.
I
you
did,
know?
I did. And shout out to James Loney. We talk once in a while, but I had to give you credit because I got called out and I had to put my head down like, damn, you know what? I was girling pretty fucking hard on James Loney.
And you know, like I don't, I'm just, I'm just there to talk shit, right? I don't, in a sense, maybe that's my insecurity of like wishing that I could, I guess, like go talk to the people that I do watch on the internet every day. But like I'd mentioned earlier, bro, like I'm so bad at walking up to people and like taking pictures with them and doing that kind of stuff. And like
Just ask
sometimes I forget.
Ask Eli. Eli's not afraid. He'll give you a crash course on that.
Davenport.
Yeah, Eli don't miss.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so
Eli,
like that's just something that I guess I never would do or got good at, but
yeah.
that's just me
No, that
talking
was
shit,
good.
dude, to the
It was
homie.
great. It was great. It was great. And I had to tell that story. Rafa, should we talk about the Masters, man?
We shall. We should.
Listen, this is the best. This is the best time of year. I know Isaac for a fact, like he said, and like Jay Choi, they don't. But you watch a little bit of golf, Isaac. I'm assuming. I know Don don't give two shits about it.
I if it's
I
on
do
like
watch
on the
the
weekends and
Masters.
stuff, I'll turn it on, like if I'm not doing anything or if I'm watching it but like
You'd rather be playing than watching.
yeah, man. And they're like I'm just a big I'd rather be out there playing, man. Like
Yeah, I feel you. We're the same way. We're the same way. But it is the Masters to me.
the Masters I do have an opinion on though. You always have to have an opinion with the Masters.
Well, his name is Rafa the Guru for a reason. So, do you want to give? Let's give our top three, everybody. Let's give the people what they want. If AK's out there, I know. If anyone's out there, give us your winner and give a little reason why. Who wants to start out with their top three to win in Augusta?
Yeah, I'll take Adam Scott. I'll take to win. I'm gonna take Fuzzy Zeller and Craig Stadler.
Craig Stadler. Yes,
Craig Stadler is my spirit golf animal.
Yes.
Yeah, no, but for real, I would take Adam Scott, and I'm gonna throw Hideki in there,
Oh, nice.
and then I'm gonna throw in my third wild card. Hell, let's just throw J Day in there for the fun of it.
Yeah, I heard there's a theory about J Day 11 years. Like there's a cycle that J Day might have a shot at it.
The actual cycle falls on and the actual data and the actual numbers and by ranking and this and that and certain tournament finishes and blah 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 blah.
Bass vests and birdies on your shirt.
All of that shit actually falls on the baddest motherfucker on the planet, and that's Bryson DeChambeau. Is where the number falls. Actually, I'm not
gonna lie.
I like Bryson, and I've seen the numbers. It's actually something about the number 9 player with this, and that. And he's not the number 9 player in the world. He's probably like 3, 4, 5, right? But there's something where he falls in, and that with all these fucking statistical bullshit that they pulled up, shit that probably AK knows about that we don't understand.
For sure.
And I saw it pop up yesterday, and I looked into it, and that's the numbers that they put together. What it is, and it's Bryson is the way it shows. I like Bryson, so I'm gonna say Bryson. I'm gonna go, and it might be a hometown pick, but he was in the top 5 going into the final day last year. He finished 12.
Remember that bet? Remember that bet?
You remember that? Yeah. And
he tripled 17 to take us out. Top 10.
He's done well there the last handful of years. So I'm gonna go as the underdog pick. I'm gonna go Max Homa, and JJ's also got one of those weird statistical numbers where he could be another guy to win it, and he won last week, and he's playing phenomenal. But I'm gonna go Bryson, John Rahm, Max Homa as an underdog pick. But I think it's gonna come down to I think Bryson and JJ, to be honest.
Did
I
you
would
see?
like, yeah, I would like to augment my third pick to a Team Malbin. Like I could get Sunjay M or Jason Day, you know, or maybe combine their scores together to win.
There you go. There you go. Did you see Bryson had Kevin Hart as his little caddy today, bro? Kevin Hart is all in.
Little caddy? What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, did I say little caddy?
Caddy.
Just a Freudian slip there. Yeah,
Damn.
but Bryson's I dig him, dude. I think I know he was a villain at first, but dude has personality. He's a stick. Yeah, a lot like AK, he is a golf nerd to the nth degree, right? But it's very cool. It's very cool.
I would just honestly, in the most petty way ever, just love to see Roy McIlroy have to put a green jacket on Bryson DeChambeau.
That'd be the fucking greatest shit. And that's the thing. What everybody's looking for.
Oh yeah, no, that's my new pick.
I love to see that shit, and we've been talking about it for a couple days. Where
Who invited this dude to the party? He's not golf. He's live. Blah, blah, blah,
Or Brooks,
or see
you
John
know.
Rahm win it and have him put it on John Rahm, who's not as big a villain, right? Because Bryson is the ultimate villain because he's the he's in reality what we can say is kind of like the LeBron James of golf, right? Like you either hate him or you like him. There's no in between. Like you can pass it. Like, oh yeah, I like him a little bit. Like I'm okay with him. No, because people either hate LeBron or like him.
Yeah.
And like Bryson, you either like him or you hate him. Nobody's like, oh, okay, he's cool. Like he's whatever, because he's such a big, such a big name and a big personality.
My dark horse is Xander.
I also like Justin Rose, the older guy, right?
Rose City, baby.
Like he did pretty well last year. I think I saw an interview earlier where like he was talking about how like he just kind of knows how to play this golf course really well. So I think he always finishes top. I don't know, top. I don't want to say something out of my ass, but he plays well.
I think Justin Rose, he's played like the last 14 years, and he's like third all time in winning. Obviously, the numbers are huge, but he's sort of hit like this fountain of youth, like playing great. So my top three, I had Justin Rose at the top. I have Scotty. If Scotty can get his first round together, you know,
and Tiger Woods,
and Morikawa. And Colin,
the problem with Colin is that he didn't play.
He's hurt.
Week. I know he was resting last week to get ready for this week, and he had been playing well. You know who's played well in opening rounds the last handful of tournaments, at least for the last maybe month and a half? I don't know how he did last weekend. Tony Finau. Tony Finau has played well to start these.
Not last week at Valspar.
Not last week, but prior weeks he had been in the top 5 going to Friday, and then he's kind of fallen off. So he could be an early leader, right? So I'm trying to find out who went with Max to the Masters in 24 when he finished third, because I know who went last year, and he's not going this year. And I know who's going with him this year. It's another Corrales. So I asked another Corrales who went with Max in 24 to see if he can ride back into the top 5, by the way. I'll give you that information hopefully by the end of the night. If you're placing any bets, Max in the top 5.
Please do. And do you think, Max being on Tiger's team, behind the scenes, Max is asking all the questions to Tiger. And I think,
he's not asking him nothing right now.
You know what? I want to talk about it. I know we didn't talk about it last week because I didn't want to jump on the fucking Tiger this, Tiger that. I'm calling bullshit. Tiger's gonna get off, dude. Like,
I hope he does. Honestly, I could care less about what
Tiger
he does
always gets off. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Sorry,
who cares, bro?
Dude, he blew a 0.
That was great, bro.
Thank you.
He blew a 0. He did have 2 perks in the pocket, but who doesn't have 2 perks in the pocket?
I mean, how many back?
That's where else they supposed to be, baby?
Yeah, I mean,
dude, did you see the video, Rafa? Like, he looked like doing the hand jive in fucking Grease 1. like boom, 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 boom. Like what? Like that shit was crazy, man. I couldn't have passed
when
that
I saw
shit.
the video, he looked a little bit more kind of like scared. Like, and you know what? I don't know who said it. I don't know if I just maybe read it somewhere and it might have been bullshit. Where he said he was on his phone and had to swerve out of the way.
Yes.
It's possible because I've fucking done it plenty of
Yes.
time. Although I haven't rolled my car, but I haven't done it in an SUV as unstable as a Range Rover.
Hey, Range Rovers are a thing. But fuck, dude, you watch. The whole country's gonna have to apologize to that Vato because
I just feel like people always got something to say, but then they never realize like we've all been there. We just were lucky enough to not get into that one accident
or be famous,
or yeah,
you know.
Tiger, to me, I think Tiger is one of the athletes like Michael Jordan, where I think whatever they do, like we will always just brush it off. Like,
did you see Michael Jordan brushing that kid's bottom off when they won the thing?
That's the thing. Like, nobody gave a fuck.
He was getting ice out of his pants. I saw it.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Eddie. Thank you.
He had ice
that's what they're gonna say.
Like, do it 10 seconds before.
Tiger Woods.
That's what they're gonna say.
Tiger Woods, and Michael Jordan are that. Like, there's no wrong that they can do where people are like, we're gonna
clearly
hold it against them for more than a week, a day, or anything. Like, it didn't. I have, like, to me, it doesn't. All right, you got an accident, fucking big fucking deal. Like, you didn't kill anybody, and
I think that's I mean, fortunately, no one was injured, and
and it was during the day. He's doing the hand jive. He blew a 0. Like, bro.
Although 10 out of 10 memes came from that.
Oh, the memes were
10 out of 10 memes.
When he's like kneeling on the side, he's like.
Please hold on.
No one gets arrested like Tiger, boy. I'll tell you that.
We have a bunch of comments when we were talking about the Masters.
Let's let them run. Yeah.
Let's see. Scrolling back up. Bad and Bogey Golf said, just said,
what up?
And Eli Davenport from a minute ago said, all love guys taking pictures.
Hey, Eli, you stole that white hat from me from Peter Lim, man. I'll buy that shit off you for $70. I want that hat, Eli.
Anyway, speaking of Peter Lim, he said Xander, always consistent in majors and is ready to win the Masters this year.
Nice. I like it.
Bad and Bogey Golf said, Wyndham Clark, haha.
No. Fuck no. Fuck the Ducks.
Can I say that I'm looking forward more to the U.S. Open than the Masters?
Why would you?
Yeah, you just said it. Nice work.
Say whatever you want.
Too late now, I guess.
You know why?
Because we're gonna get canceled now. You just got Isaac.
Way to go, Rafa.
Let you know right now because the U.S. Open this year and the Masters means everything, right? The green jacket, yada yada yada. But this year at the U.S. Open, if Scotty wins it, that will complete his Grand Slam. So that's the one that he needs is the U.S. Open. And so I will be more tuned in from day one because I'm not going to watch the Masters tomorrow. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to watch it. I won't watch it on Friday either. I'll probably just watch it on Sunday. But the U.S. Open, I'm locked in day one because Scotty can win that thing and have it come all together and fuck Rory McIlroy. Just saying that.
Hey, Isaac,
we got that going.
Isaac, we're gonna be seeing Rafa's famous storyline where he's sitting in his fucking zero edge fucking pool and he just put up his 98 fucking screen and he gonna be watching the fucking Masters at like
on
10
Sunday.
o'clock.
You got a zero edge? This pool keeps getting better the more I hear about it. This is zero edge?
Hey. So Isaac, you're gonna come down and stay on the Don Merkin stay and play. When you coming down to LA, Donnie has to come. And now you guys, we have a country club. Pinkies up. We can go play. And let me tell you, the food at this place that Rafa fucking is a member of. Amazing.
Shout out Valencia Country Club, bro. What are we talking about?
Listen, for everybody who listens to the podcast, who follows everybody on the Buckets Cup chat and everybody, whenever you come to LA, you want to go play around at the Oaks or at the Valencia Country Club, send me a message. We can go and play. except on Monday,
That's
they're closed.
and
that
that's
applies to
community,
everyone.
folks. That's community, baby.
That's community.
And it's
we also got some more.
community because it's country club community. Fucking community.
And that goes for everyone. Everyone listening on the pod, everyone who follows, everyone.
That's
Shoot
right.
me a
That's right.
message. What day you want to play? If I'm
Mhm.
around, we make it happen.
Yep. And if you
All
want to
right,
play
man.
with me, if you want to play with me, you can just fly me in and I'll play with you and Rafa. That's how that goes.
What do you got, Eddie Money? Who else is out there?
The people chef said the fellas.
What up?
AK said Cam Young, Bryson. I think he said Bahada.
Oh,
Bahatia.
Bahatia.
Yeah.
I heard.
We know
I'm
what he meant.
hearing a lot of Cam Young. I'm hearing a lot of Cam Young.
Um,
Shout out to Dre.
Peter Lim
That's
said
your
too
hair.
much public money on Bryson. Eli said Aberg, Rose, or Cam Young.
I do like Aberg. I love
AK said
Aberg.
Bryson had a Masters gnome caddy for him.
Oh,
Frankie
yeah.
Bangs said Jason Day ain't winning shit, but worst dressed this year.
Who's that?
Bangs.
Bang.
Frankie Bangs.
Thank you,
said that.
Bangs.
Jay Choi said Matsuyama.
Ah, yeah. Good.
That's
pick.
what I said, right?
Yeah.
I would like Hideki
that's
to win
it.
yet again.
Yeah, man. Listen, we're an hour and 45. Isaac looks antsy. He needs to fucking light up a fucking hooter. You could tell he's starting to fucking scratch his fucking neck or something.
You're watching me smoke going, what the
Yeah, like, fuck, dude.
You smoke
I thought
inside,
this was family friendly.
Yeah. Do you smoke inside, Isaac?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just me and my wife that live here. My son lives in Dallas with his mom, so he'll come for like the summers. I'm actually
Okay.
in his room right now, but
Nice.
Yeah, don't smoke in
yeah,
there.
we just chill.
Nice.
We just hang out usually down in the living room.
It is family friendly, as you alluded to. I live in Oregon where everybody's blood type is THC, so just deal with that.
THD, LSD, and Warak.
Correct. Dude, throw them up, baby. Throw them up for the fucking 0900s. You know what it is.
Oh God.
And if you don't, tap in Warak.
Got gang members over here, Rafa.
Just really, you should
0900,
honestly
boy.
just Google it. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's the best.
I love it. Guys, let's wrap this thing up. First of all, I want to thank Isaac, Neighborhood Golf. Like I said, he's the real deal. I'm super proud of you, but also like I told you in Vegas, like I just saw you going for it, man. And I really barely started posting shit maybe not even a year ago. You're an inspiration to me to put myself out there. Sometimes I'm an idiot, but you know what? Like I've talked to Don about this. My Instagram is sort of like a yearbook for me, and I feel like, you know, like it's just memories. It's me being me. And if no one else likes it, I'm cool with that. I love going over my own shit and seeing, you know, my life and for my grandchildren or whatever. I might embarrass them, but what I want to tell you is that you're very inspirational. I appreciate you. And Don, you got something to say to Isaac and to the rest of the people out there?
Yeah, Isaac, it has been a pleasure being your friend and meeting you through the golf and seeing your passion and everything that you do and your, commitment to who you are and not letting that waver. I've seen that play out in a couple different examples that are on and off the golf course, and it's refreshing to know that people are who they say they are and live what they say they are. So it's a pleasure to have you as part of the community. You know that I love you, and so does everybody else.
Yeah,
Rafa,
I appreciate that, bro.
Thanks for coming on, brother. Appreciate it. Hopefully, when you get out here, we can catch around and film some content. I don't film shit, so you're gonna have to do all of the filming. As
Yeah,
AK.
Nah. I got you guys. I got you.
Rich. Send us out, Isaac, Neighborhood Golf. Send us out. Say whatever the hell you want. Give your handle. Shout out whoever you want, dude. I just thank you again for taking the time on a short notice to come in and really make the show a lot of fun for us.
Man, honestly, I just want to say thank you to you guys for having me on. I feel cool. I feel recognized. I feel seen, I guess you could say. But it's honestly really cool to chop it up with homies, right? Like, one of my biggest things that I try to bring to this golf space is like, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you got one follower, if you got a million followers, if you're red, black, blue, yellow, like I could care less. You know, if we vibe, we could be homies. And that's one thing about me is like, I don't know if I've ever told Don this personally, but I never want to be somebody that you see and look at online and then you meet me in real life and be like, yo, that is not the same person, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm super appreciative that that's the actual vibe or you know whatever that I give off, because I do truly try to be genuine. Um I do try to portray myself as somebody who is a very respectable person. I am a little bit on the edge, or you know, I don't really care, but I call myself ghetto. I think I'm a little ghetto, and I let that be, you know, who I am, and I'm not afraid to show it. And you know, I don't. Again, I just try to be as genuine and as real as I can be to portray myself, so that when we do meet and we do hang out, it is the same person that you hopefully like to watch online. So
I
it's
love it,
been
man.
fun, man. It's been fun.
Shout out to Jay Choi. Shout out to Soph, Peter. Who else was on? Eli. Who else was on Eddie Money? We had Living Dream Melrose. We had Jay. It makes it a lot more fun when we have people and the community. Like we say, this show was by the community for the community. It was important that we get our homeboy Isaac on, who's always been a supporter of us and shows us love. We're gonna leave now, and I promise you this, everybody: the best podcast is gonna be on right when we turn off the video, and it's always a great half hour just chopping it up after this. But thank you guys again. We'll see you next Wednesday, and we love you all, man. All right, Eddie Money.
Later, dude.
Later.
Later.